What's up, Facebook? Shalom, Grand Rising. It's been a little minute. I know I haven't been super consistent, but you know, what can I say? Sometimes when you're living your best life, it's like that, you know? I'm Jedi, Empress Jedi, the Rebel Rouser, High Priestess of Ma'at. This is a Black Enlightenment production. Hallelujah. Most High be glorified, magnified, and praised. Here at Black Enlightenment, we are broadcasting consciousness. So go ahead and get your protection prayers in, guys. You want to always protect yourself, you know. Always protect yourself. No matter who it is and what they're speaking over your life, what you know about them, what you don't know about them. Ooh, look at that. All right, and it's 2. Okay, I guess we're ready. All right, say a prayer. I call in the spirits of truth, wisdom, love, prophecy, foresight, hindsight, insight. We call on the holiest of spirits, the friendliest, sweetest, kindest of our ancestors. To come and assist Gilgala, grandchild of Adam and Eve, 4th child of Abdiel and Ishasha. We call you, my love, to please assist with the reading. First out, okay, so for the record, these are in Dinkra symbols. Ooh, damn. This is a rough reading already, guys. Oof, sticky energy. For those of you that have been here before, you're probably maybe a little bit, she always says this, but for those of you that don't know, I'm just going to explain how the board works so that you understand what I'm reading, right? So I don't want it to be all mysterious and spooky because it's really not. It's just like unlocking a code or something, you know, like the people that can't read it. Ooh, what is that? It's, you know, some crazy, mysterious images or symbols. And then to somebody else, it's like, yeah, so that's, you know, Taiwanese writing or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a language that you can either learn or not learn. So those of you that are watching these, I'm assuming that you would like to learn because that's how I rock. And so you're rocking with me. So I'm going to teach you or remind you, either way. This is the present in the middle. On this side is the past. On this side of it is the future. This center represents the heart of the matter. Down here represents under the waters, or like the unseen realm, or the immaterial realm, right? And this represents the material realm, right? And so there are different positions around, right, that break it up into, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How is that so? It's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know where I got a 9. Oh, 9 because they're center, right? Right. So different positions. And if a card lands there, I'll tell you what that position is about, right? I'm using my personal, oh, wow, good. We got honor. We had dishonor, right? But it came out when I, right? We saw when I was going to speak of the cards, how it turned upright, right? That's significant in a read. Everything's significant that happens during a reading if you, you know, if you pay attention. So anyway, we'll keep that in mind. But I am using my personal handmade deck of Indinkra symbols. Shout out to Granny Big Leia, who connects me to this cultural ancestry. Oh, back to dishonor. Damn. Somebody's in trouble. There's okay, so just looking at what we got so far. In the heart of the matter, we had a card come out before we were done shuffling, so this is going to be a dynamic read. And these guys, these two are dang near stuck together, right? So before we reveal what it's stuck to, let's talk about what this image represents. In this position, it is power sharing, right? Which is good, right? When you share power, responsibilities, resources, things are fair when people share power. So that's nice. But it came out like this, and it like jumped out before I was even really ready to pull up the cards. So something either really not fair is going down, or somebody is pretending not to be responsible for some shit that they had a hand in, or someone is not sharing power, like being a bully, right? So something's going down like that, and it's a big deal right now, and it came out in the smack dab before we even were like called for cards. So this is serious. Oh yeah, okay, so the other thing, now we just looked at what was dang near stuck to it. This is like, this is valor, like a call to arms. It's a war horn, right? It's courage. It's the kind of courage that stands up for the right thing, and it's like we're going to do the right thing by any means necessary kind of vibe is what this card brings. And because we're going to do the right thing by any means necessary, it kind of also carries a lot of the energy of two other symbols that I like, but in particular one that I guess I'll make a card for it now that I'm mentioning it. But it speaks of the immunity of the office of law. And what the immunity of the office of law means is that when you are operating in, this is why there's all these laws that protect people in government when they mess up. You can't sue them directly if they mess up and cause you some harm in government. There's all these tricks about why they can't be sued, is because it is assumed that someone in a position where they are working for the government, it is assumed that they are doing their best to fulfill their duty. And so that assumption gives them a certain kind of immunity to do whatever they have to do to get the best results, right? Which are assumed to be just results. So it's kind of that energy, right? It's like this person will fight you in a quick minute, but only if you're out of line and doing something really unfair. So some fair, just, righteous person is on some unfair person's ass right now. I'm talking stuck like glue to their ass. Okay? And so what I was going to say, we're going to leave this, I'm talking stuck like glue, like somebody done messed up because somebody done figured them out. Okay? That's the heart of the matter right now. And bottom of the deck, still dishonor. Now, I put the deck down like this as I was explaining those cards, and I pick it back up, right? And I kind of toy with them, like I have this habit, right? I toy with them. I wish the camera was a little different, and I could you could see my hands more, but it's awkward. I don't know. I haven't quite perfected my camera situation here. But this dishonor, no matter what I do, it keeps coming out. And we remember at one moment it flashed to honor, but in general it keeps coming, at the bottom of the deck, it keeps coming out, this dishonor, right smack in the beginning of the read. Somebody fucked up, y'all. Somebody did something real low down and dirty and unfair, and somebody righteous and upright found out and is on their ass. This is not something, whatever this unfair thing was, this improper power balance, improper use of power and responsibility. It's like, whatever that was, somebody's not letting that shit go. Somebody's not letting that shit go. Woo, what happened? What are y'all into out here? All right, we're going to do a little shuffle. See what comes out. Is there more, Holy Spirit? Spirit of truth, love, wisdom, justice, and prophecy. Is there more? Damn, somebody is on somebody's ass. Stuck to them, y'all. Ooh, wee! All right. All right. It feels like we're in the energy of this energy here, okay? Because these are two beautiful, and you can see what they have in common, right? They're both star cards. Now, what I like about these cards is both of them are similar in that there is really no distortion of this energy. When it comes out, right? And this energy and wild, because this is not power sharing, right? So remember we said that this can be somebody not taking responsibility for some shit that they had their hands in. This card represents carry your own basket. It represents self-sufficiency, but it represents self-sufficiency. It's not I carry my own basket. That's more like what this is, okay? This is I control my own destiny. I control my own fate, right? And so, or I control my own life. I change my life according to the direction I want to go. I'm driving the car that is my life, right? That's what this is. But this one is, so together, when they come out together, it's like, I'm doing my part. You need to do your part, right? Because this is from a first person perspective, what this energy brings, but this is third person energy. This is you carry your own basket, right? Carry your own basket. So it's when you see them come out together, guys, right? This is a person who is they are not letting this person slide because of the type of standard that they hold for themselves. So because this person holds a high level of personal accountability, they expect that from whoever this person is, that they done caught up in some shady, unfair, twisted ass nonsense, right? So whatever this was, this is a shirking of responsibility or a trying to get out of something. Like this is the throwing rocks and hiding the hands energy, right? Trying to not be held responsible for some shit that you did. And this energy is like, oh no, hell no. No, everybody's responsible for their own shit, including you. Wow. Okay. Talk to us. What is going on, guys? And this energy is thick. I'm feeling it. Matter of fact, y'all hold on one second. Let me set the cards down. I'm going to put the fan on because it's hot out here in these morning Belizean tropics, okay? It's hot, y'all. I'm going to try to avoid the camera because I don't really need y'all to see what I'm working with here in terms of the wardrobe right now. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm coming. Just bear with me. Let's see. And then I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the daggone fan. Okay, 1 second. Because I don't want it to get to blowing the cards away, y'all. If it's all super strong, it'll blow the cards away. And then there's like, I want to go with the airflow of the room. You know what I'm saying? It's like all this drama, but so okay, yeah, here we go. Let's see what I do next. So now pull from the window. Give me a second, guys. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, perfect. I think that'll do it. All right, I don't know if I'm in the camera or not. Y'all see my orange house slippers? I don't know if y'all saw my feet or not just now. Yeah, y'all did. Anyway. Okay, we're back. So, almost. Wait, no, we're not. Reposition a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, that feels better. All right. I didn't check the I mean, might need to rewatch this. I don't know. I got this little short ass nightie on. I hope I didn't flash nobody trying to fold that fan. If I did, I'll delete this later. I'll have to watch it. Yeah, anywho, so this energy, y'all. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so there's an Asian historical drama that I dig. I can't remember which one has Duke Soo. I want to say it's called The Double, right? The Double. I think it's on Netflix, right? It's an Asian historical drama. It is wonderful. I'm addicted to them, to these historical Asian dramas that, you know, about the courts and all that anyway. So there's this one character in it, Duke Soo, right? So if you want to, follow a recommendation for something cool to watch, check out The Double and Duke Soo. This is Duke Soo energy. Okay, I say all that to say this is Duke Soo energy. So this is a guy he's like, his uprightness is non-negotiable. Even when it seems like he's being slick and shady and weird, it's because his uprightness requires him to maneuver in such a way so as to undermine other people's actual shadiness, right? It's like you got a fool that thinks they're fooling you vibe, right? But the core nature of this individual is so damn upright. It's not damn, it's so blessed upright that it just shifts the room when they walk in. You stand upright because this person done showed up, right? That's this energy that's coming through today. So whoever you are, to that energy, I just want to say, we love people like you here in the new Earth foundation layers. We love that vibe. Thank you for bringing that into this realm. Thank you for manifesting yourself here and carrying that uprightness that holds other people accountable in these spaces of government and leadership and things like that. We salute that kind of energy, right? I'm very, very pleased to see that it's showing up so absolutely in the collective energy today. That means that's energy's happening all over the place. That energy is pulling energetic rank. It's beautiful. All right, so now we had come out down here. You guys can't see, it's just a little off the camera because my setup sucks, but you know, we give thanks. It beats a blank, right? Is this card? It came face down. Y'all know when the cards come face down. Oh, what I didn't explain to you was what this position is, right? Remember we talked about the positioning and how the board is set up? So this is like the subconscious. This is the subconscious mind. So that's why I say that this person, like into their core, is very upright, because I am responsible for me. You are responsible for you. Simple, you know? Anyway, so this position over here is like the influence position, right? So if this is an asterisk, it's like this one. If we cross here, it's this point here. So this energy represents voices in your head, or voices in your ear, or hidden hands, right? I started to add the hidden hands part because it's influences, things outside that are influencing the situation, right? And it comes face down, which means it's either not being seen or talked about, or someone does not want it to be seen and talked about. So we're just going to see wow. Yeah, okay, this is enjoy your life, live your best life. This is like luxury. This is, sorry, y'all can see I done got the cards wet. I've been rocking with these cards for a little while. I use them like all the time, so they're really beat up. But yeah, this energy here is like this and this go hand in hand, right? And because this is about really knowing yourself, right? Those of you that have been rocking with me reading the, you know, the words of Yeshua in the book of the life. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh no. All right, I answered it on the other side. Hold on, y'all. What is going on here? Won't let me. Sorry, hold on, guys. What is going on here? All right, I'm going to mute you for a second, okay? Sorry about that, guys. So, wow. So yeah, this energy, like I was saying, so I think it's called the the life of Isa, or the life of, yeah, I think that's what it's called, right? Hey, Melvin, bless up. So in it tells these different stories about Yeshua when he was little. And I love it. My kids loved it because you learn that, like, he was like the kind of kid that people be like, oh my God, like he was a little smart mouth and he was very tricky, right? Like, whatever. So he was what people would call a little badass kid. Like, you know, like people that don't actually like kids would hate him, but kids that love kids would have loved him, because like we like badass kids because they're fucking smart. They're not bad. You just can't control them because you can't outsmart them. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that there are different, you know, people have recorded, he went around the world for 33 years being all wise and magical and stuff. So people all over the place recorded stuff he said. So there was this one point at which, he was somewhere and there was this crowd of people and this man went to push an old lady to get a better view of Yeshua. And so Yeshua was basically like, went through this whole thing about like how you supposed to treat women. But then he also in that same, like speech talked about being authentic and that you have to know yourself, because if you don't know yourself, then you can't love yourself and you can't even enjoy your own life because you don't even know what you like, right? And we've talked about this before. I've talked about this lots, and I will continue if the Most High will allow, permit, and inspire me, because this is really important. For instance, like if you don't know yourself and all you know is what other people have told you is right, have told you is good, have told you is pleasant, have told you is whatever, right? All you know is those things, and you don't know yourself, then you'll end up in a job that doesn't have anything to do with you. You're doing it because people said that you're good at it and they think that it'd be a good career goal for you and you could make a lot of money. And then you're living in a certain kind of a house because people said, well, people in your profession, you know, this is the type of a house and this is the kind of a neighborhood and this is the kind of spouse and all of those things, right? So you look up and you've built an entire life off of nothing, and you don't even know who you are, so you're just a drone going through your life. You're not even able to enjoy your own life and accomplishments because they have nothing to do with you, right? They have everything to do with what outsiders, you know, have put into you, which is good to have. You know, you want nature and nurture to be balanced, right? So this energy is that kind of knowing yourself, holding yourself accountable to your own life, and enjoying that, right? There's an outside influence that is pushing for this energy to actually enjoy the process of being such an upright warrior, really, right? Because this is warrior energy on the board, right? So somebody is, because somebody lives their best life, they're able to hold other people accountable in a way that, I guess because they can be so unbothered, right? And then it's also like if you enjoy your job, you're going to do the best. You're going to be the best at it. And you're not going to take shortcuts. Like only people that don't enjoy their job take shortcuts. People that enjoy their job don't take shortcuts. Why would they take a shortcut? Because they love what they do, so they're going to perfect what they do. And if they develop a more efficient way of doing it, they'll do that. But the shortcut taking is for people who don't enjoy their life, right? Who want to fast forward to a next reality or something. So somehow this influence over this person to enjoy their life, or this person just being influenced by seeing other people truly enjoy their lives, it's somehow that is highly influencing why this person is holding this other person so accountable for whatever they did that they don't want to be responsible for. And you know what's interesting also? Remember, this one came out first, guys. This came out first. This injustice, this power imbalance came out first before our upright warrior showed up. So, that's also something to just note, right? Whoa, damn, hot cards, hot cards. All right, monies. There's money missing. There's treasure missing or lost or something coming out and hit. And so this upright warrior caught them stealing, or it cost him money. Enjoy your life is influencing it. Enjoy your life is influencing this. Why they're holding them accountable, and it's upright. So what? But there's treasure lost, which is what this warrior is focused on. Clarify, why do we have treasure lost and live your good life out here? Live your best life. Why do we have what? Because of faith? Or a lack of faith? Okay, so, all right, so this, when I toss it, it comes out here in the position of hopes and fears. And there's something about faith that, so someone's hoping that they didn't misplace their faith in someone. Somehow living your best life influenced some loss of treasure that this justice warrior is holding someone else accountable for. Perhaps a peer, because I hold myself accountable, you carry your own basket. I'm carrying my basket, you carry your basket. So perhaps a peer caused a loss of treasure, or they, okay, that could be a payment. I don't know, some loss of treasure. Someone is hoping, I don't know which, whether it's this person or this person, someone is hoping, or even this person, because this could be a third person, this live your best life person, this influence, this could be somebody, right? Like a person, a third person in the situation, is hoping they didn't put their faith in the wrong place. And it has something to do with perhaps a loss of treasure, loss of money. Someone misplaced faith or hope or fear, right? Like, I hope they're going to do the right thing. I hope they don't burn me. It's that kind of energy, right? Hopes and fears. Who has this hope and fear? Please clarify what is going on with these co-workers, I just hear colleagues. What's going on with these colleagues? Tell us more. Holy Spirit, Spirit of truth, love, wisdom, justice, prophecy. What's going on with these colleagues? Okay, more over here in the hopes and fears coming out face down, not wanting to be seen or talked about, or not necessarily being seen or talked about. Ooh. Okay, so this card in this position represents strength of mind, body, and soul. But it comes out like this. So some hopes and fear, lacking faith, lacking strength of mind, body, and soul. Lacking faith, lacking strength of mind, body, and soul. Somebody lost treasure. This is their hope and fear. What is going on? So were these two? Okay. This could have been, all right, this could be, someone could have gotten someone else to invest in something, okay? Someone could have gotten someone else to invest in something. They took a loss. And this person's not taking responsibility for the loss that was taken, okay? This person, okay, we're going to call this person the hustler and this person the warrior, okay? Those are the names of these characters in this reading. So it looks like the hustler got the warrior to invest. The warrior invested. They lost the money, right? Or it looks like they might lose the money, right? And this one's not taking responsibility for that. And that's causing a big problem. That's why he's on his ass. This ain't just about morals. This is about money, too. And that's why living your best life is such an influence, because this investment was supposed to pay, that people were supposed to be living their best life, right? And so it ends up, instead of people living their best life, people losing money, and then this person acting like it's not my fault. Well, okay, that's questionable, right? Because sometimes every business venture is a risk, so sometimes it's really not your fault. It's just not the right time for that business, right? But sometimes it is your fault because you're shady and you did underhanded stuff that undermines good business, right? And so it looks like it's like this person cannot get this person to admit that, no, this isn't, it's not your fault. This is directly your fault, right? And it has something to do with being like cowardly and not having faith. So maybe it hasn't quite come out yet. Maybe it hasn't quite come out yet whether this person swindled their friend or just was a bad business partner, like whatever, the investment just didn't work out. That hasn't come out yet. And that's why this is in this position, right? Like this, did I put my faith in the right place or the wrong place? And is this person a coward, or does this person have moral fortitude or personal fortitude? Ooh, y'all out here investing with y'all friends and then not having accountability. Don't do that. If you're going to invest with your friends, if you're going to convince your friends to invest, be transparent and don't be playing funny money games. Don't be playing with people's money. What y'all think this is? Oh, wow. Oh, what do they think this is? That's interesting. I said, what do y'all think this is? And this card lands face down on the hustler energy, right? So this is something that's not necessarily being seen or talked about, or is intentionally not being seen or talked about. Fate. The hustler's fate. Now, the difference between these two cards, I control my own destiny. Fate and destiny are very similar, right? But not quite. And I'll explain them, and I always do. And if you've heard it from me before, you're like, oh my gosh, how many times are you going to say this? I'm going to say it as many times as I, say it. So get used to it. The difference between fate and destiny: fate is the one you don't control, and destiny is the one that you do control, okay? Fate are places where you must pass. They're experience in your life that you must have, right? They're unavoidable experiences, moments, relationships, whatever. They're unavoidable things that you must experience in this lifetime. Destiny is what you do with all of them, right? So destiny is the part that you control. Fate is the part that you do not, right? So this person is fated to go through this. And I was saying, what are you guys thinking out here when I was talking about people trying to hustle their friends? This person is fated to do this. This hustler is fated to do this. Fated to clarify, fated to test this person's discernment, maybe? Fated to do what? Talk to us. What else do we need to know? The hustler's fated. Come on. Shit. Hypocrite. They're a hypocrite. They're fated. They're a hypocrite. Right. So they had to cross this person because they're a hypocrite. They've been pretending for too long. They've been hustling too many people for too long and being friends. Right. So if this person's a hustler and this person is very upright and this person is a hypocrite and a hustler, and everybody, it's like people, lots of people associate these two. Remember, because we're talking about colleagues. I heard colleagues, right? So these two, let's say they're partners, good cop, bad cop. This is an actual good cop and an actual bad cop type of scenario. Not like they play good cop, bad cop to get you to tell them shit, but no, like an actual good cop and an actual bad cop dynamic, right? Where you have two people who are connected but are on opposite ends of the moral spectrum, right? And so But this person didn't realize this person was like that. Something happened with an investment that made this person now, the warrior person, look at this hustler person like, oh, you're not a hustler, you're a scammer. There's a difference, right? And so they had to do this because until they came up against this person who was their friend, but a warrior, they would have kept doing this. This is how the divine is shutting down this person's operation. This is how the divine is shutting down this throwing rocks and hiding the hands energy. Wow. Yeah. And they know it too. Oh, wow. Guys, I just saw a person sitting there and being desperate for money. Okay, so they were desperate for money. So they couldn't ask this friend for money for what they needed it for. So they came up with this investment idea. They knew damn well they wasn't probably ever going to follow through. They just needed the money. I see them making that choice. And here's what I saw in that moment is them knowing that this is the nail in the coffin. Like this is the decision that's going to sink them because, thank you, Holy Spirit. Speak, Holy Spirit. Okay. So this person, this hustler / scammer, okay, knew that there were two reasons why this particular investment scam was going to be their undoing. They knew it when they did it, guys. But they were desperate. They did not have a choice. They needed that money at that moment. But they knew it was going to be their undoing for two reasons. Reason one, because they were betraying their friend. Because this person has been a friend to this person, their colleagues, but they came out stuck together. This is somebody that's been their friend. So they know in betraying their friend and pulling them into something that they knew was a false promise of this come up, they knew that karmically was going to backfire and bite their ass. Holy Spirit, what was the other thing that you showed me? I lost the other thing. Show me. You showed me two reasons why they knew it was fated. Gone. Okay. Wow. All right, the second reason, I guess maybe it'll come back in a bit. I saw it, I felt it in the person's heart. Like I felt them experiencing making this decision, but the second reason, gone. So, wow. Okay, tell us more, Holy Spirit. Tell us more. And so both of these people, wow. So now I'm reading the energy of this lack of faith and lack of like personal fortitude, right? This person doesn't think that they're going to be able to handle when this fated outcome happens. Interesting. Wow. All right, tell us more. Ooh, and there's a lot that okay, so there's a lot that's not being told. They're still trying to hide money secrets. They've got money secrets. They got money problems that are secrets. Okay? I don't know what's bigger, the problem or the secret around this person's money. But this person has big problems and big secrets about money. This scammer who just scammed their friend. They broke their own heart. The scammer broke their own heart doing this to their friend. But they could not tell this friend what's going on with them and why they are in the situation with this money. They could not tell them. Why couldn't they tell them? Tell us more. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Why couldn't they tell them? Okay. They could not tell them because now these come out in the hopes and fears and pushing into the future, like up into the future resolution area. Both coming down face down, which means they're either not being seen or talked about, or somebody doesn't want them to be seen and talked about. Damn. Okay, I make that expression, excuse me, because of the similarity of the shapes and how upright they both fall, plain, point blank, period, right? This one, another personal responsibility card. This one deals with self-discipline, right? And marriage. This is the good marriage. This represents a blanket of two newlyweds, right? It's a small blanket because they sleep close together. I like to say that, right? That's what it represents, is like that good marriage vibes, right? So someone having someone being personally accountable, self-disciplined in a good marriage is why this is fated, because that's what we were asking, why they couldn't, no, we were asking why they couldn't tell what was going on with this money, why they were so desperate for this money that they had to trick their friend, their coworker, their colleague out of this money, this so-called investment. And what comes up is that because someone is disciplined, self-disciplined in a good marriage, that's why they can't tell them. Okay, so because this person is upright, this person has never violated their relationship, they think this person is a good person. They think this is a hustler, not a scammer. Okay, yeah. So the warrior thinks that the hustler is a hustler, not a scammer. They think that this person, there's people that say, yo, so-and-so, like my son-in-law, my two oldest grandkids' dad, right, Glenn. A million ways to get it. There's a million ways to get it, right? There's a million ways to get it is the mindset of a hustler. But the mindset of a scammer is that all million of the ways that they can come up with involve stealing, killing, and destroying, right? Like they always involve some underhanded. Like if you could use that much of your brain power to figure out how to steal from someone, you could have built a successful business. You could have built a successful business network with all of what you did to build a network of corruption, right? And so this is the heartbreak of this is in that this may have been the last sacred relationship for this scammer. This may have been the last sacred relationship for this scammer. It may have been the last place where this scammer did not scam. And this may be the only person this person has never lied to. But what does that have to do with why they can't? But why? That's the why, right? We understand, we're seeing the relational dynamic here, but what is the why? What is going on that they can't tell them? Well, it's all of it. Okay, understood. It's all of it. It's all of it. They don't want it's not even the illusion being broken, because this relationship was sacred. This was a good relationship with, everything's relative, right? But this person, they've never lied to them. They've never lied to them. Tell me more about this. They never lied. So how did they get into this weird situation they can't tell them about if they never lied to them? Tell me, if they're a scammer and their partner thinks that they're, thank you, Holy Spirit. What? Someone's not beautiful. Someone doesn't see somebody as beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. What? This is changing the dynamic. Oh, no, it's not. Got it. They don't want this person to see them. Oh, wow. I just really feel sad for this person, because it's not that this relationship was sacred in how this person in how the scammer / hustler treated this person. Okay. The scammer hustler has always been lying to this person, but this person has never lied to the scammer hustler. And this person has always believed the scammer hustler to be the best person, to be like them, to be upright, to be noble, to be a hustler, to be fair, to be a warrior. They've always seen them like that. Wow. And in the meantime, this person is into all kinds of dirty, weird shit, and they gotten over their heads. And so they had nobody left to scam, nobody left to get anything from, but they couldn't come to this upright person who sees them as their like higher honorable person. They couldn't come to them and try to get in on a scam. They had to actually scam them, right? So they present this opportunity to make money, but they knew from get-go that they were not going to do the stuff. They needed the money for something, to recover from other scammy stuff. But the problem is, they knew when they did that, they were destroying the magic between the relationship, because this was probably the last person the last person that truly saw this person as like divine, beautiful, upright. This person felt like they had a strong bond, a strong union, a good connection. They were partners, they were comrades, they were brothers in arms. And now their perspective is changing, because they're on their ass. And it's the fact that this person is not taking responsibility that has opened up the can of worms. For whatever loss they caused this person that's opening up the can of worms. Wow. Ooh, we got an enemy creeping in. We got an enemy creeping in at the bottom of the deck. Honor. Damn, loyal, honor. Wow, somebody's not an enemy to loyalty and honor. Okay, because it came out when I looked at the bottom of the deck, it came out somebody's an enemy. And then loyalty came out. Honor came out next, straight up. Remember, honor was playing games in the beginning of the read, right? Oh, shit, guys. I got a lot going on. Cards are falling, and I want to see you how they're falling. Okay, and then this is loyalty, right? So then when I looked at it again, it was like the enemy was turned sideways. Not an enemy. So because someone is honorable, they're loyal to honor. So that's like understanding that this isn't personal. This isn't about you as a person, whoever this person is, that's going to feel like shit when their loyal warrior friend realizes they're a fucking dirty scammer, right? And that they actually scammed them, right? I'm not just a general scammer, but yes, I actually scammed you, best friend. Okay, that's what that is. They need to understand. They know both, but especially this one, we're in their psyche. They know that it's not even that this person, that their partner is their enemy. They are an enemy to injustice. They're upright. So they've turned a friend into an enemy just by way of what they are involved in and have involved them in and have subjected them to. So positionally, they're enemies, but energetically, they're not enemies like, I hate you, I want to see something bad happen to you. They're enemies like, you broke the rules, so now you have to go. I'm here to enforce the rule, right? You see the difference, right? It's not personal, even though it hurts a lot. There's a lot of pain that they're both going to feel about it. But it's non-negotiable. It just is not personal that way, because of the way that this person is so upright through and through. So no, they don't hate your guts and all that. They just can't be friends with you anymore once they figure out you're a scammer, because they're not friends with scammers. They're the person that deals with the scammers. Wow. And so for this person, that's the fear, is that it will all come crashing down. That the way this person sees them will come crashing down. That's really sad. And they know that it's fated because they should not have scammed them. Wow. All right. Loyalty coming back out again. And I just toss it on top of this, seeing them, the beauty cracking, the facade, the mask falling off kind of thing. It's not so beautiful. Loyalty. So they're wondering, like, damn. It's like looking for somebody to be loyal to you, like somebody's loyal to you, and then they see that you're not loyal to them. And so it gets weird, because then them changing their allegiance and not being loyal to you, it's not because they don't like you, but if you're not loyal to them, you're a liability. So once they see who you are, they can't continue to be loyal. You can't build a relationship based on one understanding of who you are and then expect the loyalty that comes with that relationship to hold when the other person realizes that everything that they built that relationship on is false. The loyalty no longer applies, guys, because the loyalty went along with the character that you pretended to be. So if that character is not real, neither is the loyalty here. But this is hard for this one here. It's a little bit hard. It's not negotiable. They're not in that place of, do I, like, they're like, if this is true, that this person really legit scammed me and is a general scammer, then all bets are off, man. Fuck that. They're not going to do this with it. Because they're loyal to their self first. They're loyal to their own self first. Hallelujah. Ooh, this is a lot. And we still don't know what's going on with this money. There is a woman in here, though, guys. There's a woman in here, too. There's a woman sneaking around in here. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because, remember, this represents a good marriage. This is the blanket that covers the newlyweds. And this typically represents feminine beauty, right? Like in its purest translation, right? Damn. So loyalty, this good marriage, we had self-discipline in this good marriage, and now we've got loyalty here with this energy that in relation to this scammer is this person seeing their true self, right? The mask fall off. But then there's also this loyalty that is connecting. What is that about? What is this marriage and this woman that's sliding around here? Whose marriage? What is this discipline in the marriage? Because we remember it represents this relationship, this bromance, right? Is how we've been seeing it. But now I'm seeing this feminine energy as it's a next layer of it. It's a next layer. What? Loyalty to a woman. There's some loyalty to a woman in here. Okay, yeah. There's loyalty to a woman in here somewhere, guys. I don't know where. I mean, I don't know who it's with. Who's loyal to this woman? Who's loyal to this woman? Tell me, who's this woman or who's loyal to her? Will you tell me something about that? Coming out on the influences, guys. And coming out hiding, right? Face down. And also, it's two cards together. Damn, more of this good life, courage, good life. What? Here in this influence, okay? So this is the next good life card. These are the two good life cards. Both of these cards represent like good life, right? This is enjoying your life, right? This is living a good, blessed, prosperous life, right? They're both aspects of a good life. Like, wow. And it comes up with this valor. These are similar cards. These are almost mirrors of each other. They both represent courage. They both represent courage, valor, standing up for what's right, a call to action, right? They both represent that. Remember when they, okay, this is this card's true form, but when it's upside down, it's amplified, right? And this both came out amplified. This courage to live somebody's best life, this courage to live a good life is something about this loyalty to this woman, has something to do with this loyalty to this woman. Oh, wait, which one was, okay, yeah, no, this goes like this. I'm like, this doesn't look correct. There we go. Damn. So something about loyalty to this woman has something to do with what? Like, where does this loyalty to this woman has to do with living a good life, being brave, protecting this woman, protecting this woman's right to live a good life? Protecting this woman's right to live a good life. Protecting this marriage. It's weird because it feels, I'm not feeling like this woman who's like, it's like she's, when I say she's sliding around in this reading, I don't mean to insinuate that there's something sneaky or weird about her. It's like an energy that I just keep getting a whiff of. Like, you guys ever have like a favorite cologne or something, and here's Honor back at the bottom of the deck again. Wow. So like, you guys ever get a whiff of something, and then you're like, where did that smell come from? And then you can't find it. And then you get a whiff of it again, and you're like, dude, I smell strawberries. I know I smell strawberries, right? Like that. That's what this feminine energy is like in this reading. But whoever she is, I don't know if one or both of these dudes is loyal to her. But there's something about her, like, living her best life that's connected to them living their best life. What? So maybe these are like brothers-in-law, and one of them is married to the other one's sister. And they're also, it's like two cops, and they're, they're partners. And then one of them's sister marries the partner. And so, but the one who, so they're both loyal to the sister's loyal to both of them. But the sister is the one that knows that the brother is not upright, that the brother is a scammer and a crooked cop. The sister knows this. What? What? The sister knows this. This woman, I'm just saying a sister, but it could not be an actual sister. It could just be, it could be any other relational dynamic that's close, right? Whatever. But somebody's loyal to her living her best life, and that's like the biggest influence here is courage and people's right to live their best life and loyalty and personal accountability. What's going on here? This is a wild reading. Tell us more about this. Tell us more. Democracy. It has to be fair. Something has to be fair. And that's landing on top of, yeah, exactly. And it's landing on top of carry your own basket. You carry your own basket. Loyalty. You want loyalty. Carry your own basket. It has to be fair. We started with not sharing power. So somebody is like, wants to share power but not responsibility. Like freedom and responsibility go together, right? So somebody wants to have all the power, but not take responsibility. And this person is like, I am loyal to the person that takes responsibility and has the power. Like, you have to, the whole reason of getting the power is because you're responsible. So if you're not going to be responsible, then I'm not loyal to you having the power. And that's where this friendship is breaking down now. And all this is happening under the waters, guys. So this is like all happening like in hearts and minds and stuff. As this person really contemplates, did this motherfucker really scam me? Or did they just make a bad investment? And I think that what they're realizing is that the person, all right, don't read into it. Okay, yeah, let's see. Wow. That's the love eye, okay? Yes. So that's the love eye. That's the Duke Su energy is the one that's loyal to the woman, okay? The warrior energy is the one that's loyal to the woman. And it's the woman who lost money. He took that personally, that this woman lost money. So his friend or partner or whatever caused this woman a loss, not him. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back. And he knew that. He knew that it was going to be a straw that broke the camel's back when he scammed this woman. Okay. So that's why it's all about her living her best life stuff. Because she might have been living her best life, needs to show up. And this one has a crush on her. And this one robs her blind. And so now it's coming out. And it's tricky. Wow. Okay. What else? Tell us more. Wow. And remember, there was all this stuff that this scammer hustler could not tell this person. Okay. Remember, we were trying to figure out why this hustler could not tell this person about their money troubles and whatever it was in, that they were so desperate that they had to do this last scam that was going to totally break this person's heart, right? Which is either scamming the person themselves or this person that they're in love with. That's why. That's why they couldn't tell them whatever they're into, because they couldn't tell them that they scammed their woman that they're in love with. Like, okay, so you know that crush or your wife, okay, whatever, okay? They don't know they scam. Like, that's the thing that they didn't want to see, wasn't seen, right? And here's more to that behind the scenes thing. What? A next woman? A stingy woman, a stingy, mean next woman. 2 women on the board now. 2 women, 2 men on the board. And all kinds of questions of loyalty, accountability, honesty, and money. Shit, so who's this next? Who is she? Tell us about her. Tell us about this next woman, this stingy woman. Tell us about the stingy girl. Woo! She brought somebody bad luck. He knows it. Somebody knows that this person brought bad luck, because this is the conscious position. This is the mind, conscious mind, awareness place, right? Bad luck. The stingy woman brought bad luck. And disfavor from the divine. Disfavor from the divine. So the stingy woman is brought bad luck, guys. This is innocent. Well, this is innocence. This is guilt. Guilty as charged. It pissed off the divine. What about this stingy woman pissed off the divine? Next deck. Okay, we're going to pull the next deck, guys. Go with Zara's favorite deck. Okay. Spirit of truth, love, wisdom, justice, foresight, hindsight, insight, prophecy. Talk to us. Ooh, bad seed, huh? Can you guys see that? No. We got a bad seed. It's not depraved. And fulfillment. So, okay, so maybe not a bad seed, maybe a seed dug up. That's something's not depraved. It's ultra fulfilling. But why is the seed, somebody didn't plant a seed? Okay, that's weird. All right, I don't know what this is saying, guys, so we're going to clarify. I'm trying to place it where you guys can see it. But, all right, I'm going to have to push the table up a little bit so we can get a little more here. Just make sure I put the weight down here. Okay. So I want you guys to see what I see here, right? So this is all in the subconscious. This is all in the underground stuff, guys, right? Like under the waters. So we've got a seed that's either bad or didn't get planted or got uprooted or something. Didn't take, something like that. We were talking about this stingy woman. There's a seed that didn't take root. Someone's not depraved. It's been exposed. Someone planted a bad seed, but it didn't work. It's like somebody planting thorns in your garden, but they don't grow. They don't grow. Still, the garden's beautiful. And they like come by, a few weeks later, and they're expecting to see all your crops all choked up by thorns. But they come by, and instead they see everything's bright and sunny. And this is amplified. This is amplified fulfillment. Amplified. Okay, so the sun represents like exposure, good times, abundance, growth, fulfillment, right? Nothing broken, nothing missing energy. Something's not depraved. Something's not depraved, right? It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's lovely, it's extra lovely. So some seed could not be planted. And that has to do with the question we were asking is about this stingy woman that's hiding, this second stingy woman that's attached to these secrets. So something about these secrets, bad luck, lost a treasure. Well, okay, so another way this could be read is if this treasure that this scammer caused the loss of was this marriage, this love, this other feminine energy that's lurking back here, that's like they want to protect this good life of, right? This feminine that deserves to have a good life, wherever she's at. She might actually be the thing that was caused to be lost. She might be the treasure that this frenemy energy, this scammy friend and his crooked ass woman caused this upright dude to lose an opportunity in love. Or they tried to plant some weird ass seed to make it seem like something was depraved, someone was depraved. So whether they told this other woman that this guy wasn't shit, or they told the guy that the other woman wasn't shit, Somehow there was some, that's the scam. That's the hustle. That's the scam. To keep this guy from, wow, this is getting wild, guys. I'm seeing this all coming together now. Right. So, because they didn't, it's all about, listen, this is all about, like, who's the top bitch? Who's going, oh God, I'm seeing it now. This is disgusting. Okay, so this is about clout. This is like who's the top woman in the room. Somebody from behind. Yo, that's interesting. It's interesting that I mentioned the Asian dramas in Duke Sue, because that's what be going on in them courts, man. It be going down in the back scenes to decide which women will end up with the powerful men, okay? And which men will end up with the powerful women. Like, it's not a game. That's what was happening here. So the whole idea of this treasure, this scam, it was about a love scam. Not a love scam. Well, I don't know. Maybe there was. Maybe they slid this stingy woman in place of the one that this one had a crush on. Yeah. Shit, guys, I'm seeing so much. All right, a lot coming through. Let me. Okay, so it didn't work. It didn't work. He sees this woman as bad juju. So this was the decoy. This was the handler. This was supposed to be that for him. But it didn't work. He don't like her. He don't like her. He thinks she's bad luck. He thinks she's cursed even. He's loyal to his crush. He's still loyal, even now, this is the present, he's still loyal to his crush. He loved who he loved. And so now he's seeing all the undermining. And that's why the illusion is cracking, because he's, listen, speak, Holy Spirit, recognition. He's realizing he got set up to lose the love. All of whatever he just went through with it, whoever he just went through with it, was all just a setup so he wouldn't end up with living his best life with this woman that he's in love with, who is still hiding, mind you. She's here in the energy, but she hasn't shown up. She's only shown up in the way they've shown up. Only shown up in terms of how they are relating to her. She's not showing up. So she's probably not even a part of this group. She probably don't fuck with none of these people. She's like a whole extra, like a whole other story somewhere, which is probably why they didn't want him to be connected with her, because then he would become part of that story and not a part of their little weird ratchet story. What? Tell me, whoa, yo, the tarot's hot today. Okay. 2 of Wands, motivation, time to get moving, putting plans into action, right? And that's coming up in the environment. This is from the outside looking in. So from the outside looking in, people are seeing that someone is really motivated. Whether it's this Duke Sue, upright warrior, whether it's this hustler scammer, whether it's this ugly girl, or whether it's the invisible love interest of Duke Sue. But somewhere, from the outside looking in, people look very dedicated to the thing, motivated. Like people are seeing it like, oh, something's about to happen here. Something's about to take off here. Something's about to jump off here. So people are staying tuned because they're seeing that there's something's, yeah. Tell us more. What else is going on here? Wow, the tarot is hot and ready. Okay, jumping down here, back more in the hopes and fears is lack of discernment. Well, it's actually discernment is the card, but it came up like so. So, hopes and fears, that makes sense to be in a hopes and fears position, because nobody, people hope that they'll be able to see, especially if this is like, for this, like once you've been tricked by the people around you and you realize you've been tricked by the people around you, you definitely hope that you will have discernment. You hope that you will not get tricked again, right? You hope that you will not get tricked again. Wow. Oh, and that may be making this one gun shy in terms of the love thing, because maybe he really got tricked by this stingy woman. Maybe he really thought she was divine and ran off, and then, once he done ran off away from this one that he loved, maybe he realized she was disgusting and was only there to move him away from this one energetically that he loved. And so he realized that, and now he's like, oh, I wonder if I can go back to that one that I loved, who knows? I'm not getting that she's mixed up in this for some reason. She's the subject, but she's not active in it, in whoever she is. So this is their mess, and her name is Wes. You know what I'm saying? But like, he's hoping that he's not about to make a fool of himself again by going toward this other energy and protecting her, fighting. Okay, thank you. He hopes he's not making a fool of himself by fighting these people on her behalf. Okay. Because they're his people. But he knows that it's fated. He knows that everything's happening as it should, right? Timelessness, ordered chaos, infinite possibilities, all working like a precise machine. The entire cosmos working as a precise machine. He's aware of that. So he trusts that. He trusts that. So that's his saving grace. Because he trusts that even when he can't tell, because he's so upright, the just shall live by faith. Because he's so upright, even when he can't tell, he does know that he is protected by his own good karma when he can't tell. Wow, this is a lot. Is there more? Oh, I wanted to come out. Let's take a peek at it. Reciprocity. It wanted to come out, but not really, right? It wanted to peek out. So that's what he's looking for. That's what he's looking for. Yeah, of course that's what he's looking for, because that's where we started. We started with, I carry my weight, you carry yours. I carry my weight, you carry yours. He's looking for reciprocity. Wow, you see how stuff is playing tricks? He's not tempted anymore. Somebody's not tempted anymore. They want reciprocity. They want somebody that's vibing on how they're vibing. They want somebody on their frequency. They're tired of playing these games. They don't want to play these games anymore. This person is feeling like they don't care who they lose anymore. They're tired of being lied to and played with. They just want people that are going to be the way they are, upright, honest, be accountable, be real. That's what they want, damn it. And they feel entitled to it, and they feel entitled to whoever this love interest is, which was where they started in the beginning, was feeling like she was entitled to it, which pissed these people off. And so because this person was about to actually get reciprocity, that would have boxed these losers out, and so they, fucking sickening. Yeah, King of Cups. King of Cups amplified, hiding down here, knowing that the universe is going to bring them the love that they deserve. They're going to bring them the love that they deserve. King of Cups is a heart overhead guy. He's a sweetie. He's beyond fair, right? Like fair is like fair, right? Like, okay, it's like this, right? Fair is, all right, let's say, okay, so I have this little trick that I do with kids where if I'm going to divide something, I'll have, one way I teach kids to be fair is I'll have kids divide something, right? Like cut a pie or whatever, right? Something like that. And then I'll have a next kid distribute, right? So fair is, like, let's say one kid cuts the pie all crooked, and so some people have big pieces and some people have little pieces, right? And so fair would be going and the teacher, oh, your piece little, you know, the teacher evening it out in some way, right? That's fair, right? That's like, you know, no issue with that. That's to be expected to bring about justice. But this energy, a King of Cups, isn't just looking for fair. He's looking for best. He's looking for like bliss, right? He's very bliss led. So he's gonna look and go buy a next pie because he's not gonna want to take pie off the kids' plates that already got a big piece because they're already hype about getting a big piece. So he's going to be fair, but the way he's going to be fair is go buy a next pie so that he can just give the other kids enough so that they all have a really big piece now. So it didn't just work out fair. It worked out like, yay, extra happy, right? That's King of Cups energy. And it's amplified with this dude. It's amplified. It's touching the universe, which is all things working together, like, like a big old clock, right? All those moving parts. He trusts those moving parts to bring him a love that he deserves because that's how he operates, right? He's looking for that fulfillment, that mirror. He wants to see his mirror. Oh, and look who comes out. Look who comes out. The Queen of Cups, his match. Oh, and she represents intuition, right? Well, oh, so who knew this was a love reading? That's what's on his mind, though, guys. Now, we don't have any cards out here. This one kind of is in this position, but this position here is like totally open, which is the outcome, right? So we don't know where all of this is going. We know the cards aren't telling where all of this is going, but we know where this Duke Su energy wants it to go. He wants to fix this. He wants this King and Queen of Cups situation. Then he wants to live his best life. He wants to recover. He wants this marriage. He wants this beautiful, blissful marriage with his equal opposite. Because she's not depraved, okay? Like these losers were trying to say she was. And he's not, because they might have done went to her and told her he was depraved as well. Autonomy coming, peeking out and wanting to hide out with these, the faded hypocrite team. Autonomy. Queen of Wands coming up right. Coming in upright with those guys. How is that? Okay, autonomy. Yeah, you make your bed, you lay in it. Energy. They can't count on, they did this themselves. They can't count on anybody else. They can't blame anybody else. You did it yourself. She's got the tools in her hand. They built this themselves. What did they build? So basically what they were trying to do was box this other woman out, and so it boxed them out. And so now they're on their own. What else? What else? Okay. I thought we were done. I thought we... All right, and next one, face down. So either not being seen or talked about or not wanting to be seen or talked about. And coming up here in the how did we get here? So how we got here, recognition, amplified recognition. So yeah, he's already had the revelation. He's not struggling. How I was saying earlier, maybe he's like going back and forth, like, is my friend really this corruptible? Nope, he's past that. He's already realized it all. So all of this is just him processing it. All of what I've just gone through is just him processing all of the shit. But he recognizes. Wow. He recognizes what happened. Wow. He doesn't know what he's going to do. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. He knows what he wants. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. He about to do something now. With motivation, people see the motivation. People see the motivation. He got to do something. And inspiration, he about to do something. So maybe it ain't, maybe it's nothing he don't know. Maybe we just don't know. But he about to do something, y'all. Let's see what he about to do. What's he about to do? Because he already knows what's what. So now that he knows what's what and it's non-negotiable, okay, yeah, these motherfuckers really did trick me out my spot. Now he's ready to take passionate action. Ooh. Is there more from this deck? Yeah. Related to this weak character and lacking discernment. Wow, I just said he was ready to take passionate action. Okay, so this is the King of Wands. Now, a lot of people associate like this kind of romantic, passionate stuff with the younger masculine Wands energy. But the King of Wands is the King of Wands. If you can think of what I don't know how to say this. A King of Wands is a person who typically makes for a very good lover, right? This is a passionate, you will not be lacking vitamin D, ladies, if you are with a King of Wands, right? But it comes out this way. And also, you're right, potency, that's the word I'm looking for. The King of Wands is potency, right? Maybe that's what this should say here instead of passion, potency. And so it comes out this way, right? Which is, if that's potency, that's like the limp noodle, right? So the limp noodle here, and remember, that's not just speaking of biology, right? It could be anything. It could be you've lost your mojo, you can't sing anymore. You've lost your mojo, you whatever, your shot is off, you're whatever. But somebody's lost their mojo here. Somebody's lost their mojo. They don't know if they're going to be able to handle it. Oh, wow, this is getting weird now. Someone was loyal and in a good marriage with someone who couldn't perform, or someone who lacked passion in the marriage. Oh, okay. So it could be like he was good to this other one. If they tricked him by giving him the stingy woman so that he wouldn't go toward the love of his life. He was good to her. He was faithful when he was with this stingy woman. But she doesn't excite him. She never did. They don't have that fire. They don't have that spark between them. They never did. They never did. I'm hearing they never did. They never did. So why was he with her? Why was he with her then? If he never had the spark. Well, everybody doesn't be with people based on a spark. There's a million other reasons to be with people. Social compatibility and all. Is there more? Damn. Big money rolling in with this democracy. It has to be fair. Remember I said it has to be fair, so there's money. Stagnation. They're trying to hold up this progress of this money coming through, and they have. Autonomy. She's wielding. This queen is wielding. She's doing shit. She's busy. So, this is current energy. So they're still doing shit to slow him down. They're still doing shit because of this money, all this money. This ugly woman, or stingy woman rather. Damn, she wants the money. So, oh boy must be loaded. They are trying to slow that down, his exit. Because he comes with the money, big money. It's long money, y'all. This is not like you get, with a next partner and go up, like a little upward mobility. No, this isn't a little upward mobility. This isn't like a little come up or no. This is like game-changing lifestyle, completely different lifestyle, game-changing money. That these people were siphoning away from this man. And they do not want to see start to flow in another direction. Damn. Current energies, they're doing something literally right now, today, to try to slow this situation down. Damn, it's not working. It's not working. I'll start calling the cards out. Sorry, guys, I'll be forgetting. Once I get all deep in the reading, I'll be forgetting. I'm supposed to be telling y'all what the cards are. So, yeah, that's a Nine of Cups distorted. Prince of Swords distorted. Right? Nine of Cups is as it says, satisfaction, right? That Prince of Swords is acceleration, right? So you've got stagnation in the upright and acceleration distorted. You've got motivation. They're trying to stop him. He's fired up, ready to go, and they're trying to find ways to stall him, stall his ass, keep him bound. Keep him bound. Damn. King of Swords, distorted King of Swords. Okay, so they gotta use. I'm feeling. Okay, swords, the communication and all that, right? So distorted King of Swords. All right. One thing to keep in mind: this guy is holding a badge, right? And remember, we talked about weird use of power. Weird power balances where people are using power but they're not taking responsibility, right? So that's this kind of energy, right? When you have someone with a badge and a distorted, energy. But what he can represent is he's very cruel with the tongue. Anytime you see a distorted swords energy, you're talking about people that can really... communication can be used in a very sharp way, right? So they're, whatever the stagnation plan is that they're trying to use, it's not going to work, has to do with, it feels like slander. Something. It has to do with some kind of conversational abuse, like word, that's what this feels like. It feels like lies or something like that. Like, okay, we just got to tell the next lie. And then I just see, call in a favor? Okay, call him a favor. Yeah, this is so weird. Yeah, I mean, it's not so weird, but it's just interesting moving back and forth between these two energies like this. So while they are in sabotage mode, he is in, all he can think about is this love mode here. He wants to celebrate. He's in Four of Wands energy. He's like love and marriage and celebration mode. And they're in stop him at all costs mode. And he's avoiding them because he done figured out that they're bad luck. They've got bad juju on them. He sees they're cursed. Both of these are cursed. Cursed, okay? This is the eye of the divine. The divine sees all. This is, this is the divine sees and he don't like what he sees, right? This is good luck, good fortune. This is bad luck, bad fortune, right? So he's running from them like the plague, baby. He's running from them like the plague. They don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, he's double motivated because he's running from them because he done figured out how snaky they are, and he's running to this love interest because in realizing how snaky they are, he realizes that he was right about her in the first place. She's divine and wonderful. And they convinced him that she was weird and not, and that this other ratchet was divine and wonderful, who was actually a witch. And now he's like, oh shit, he's taking action. Ooh, he's bringing down a demon. He's bringing down a demon. Piss someone off, bringing down a demon. This is a stronghold coming down. Wow. Poverty demon? Poverty demon. He's bringing down a poverty demon. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. And there's still a lot of secrets. Still a lot of people don't know. A lot that he doesn't know about these people still. He sees what's going on, but he doesn't really know what's going on, if that makes sense. Or he knows what's going on, but doesn't really see. Either way, he sees superficially what's going down. But there's stuff going down behind the scenes he is not aware of, like the fact that they are currently calling in favors to try to stop him. And also that he's hiding from them. So both of them are making moves behind each other's backs now. Talk to us, Holy Spirit. Is that the end? Oh, it looks like that might be the end. Yeah. Wow. All right, Holy Spirit. Thank you. We're going to hit the pendulum and see if that's the end. But wow, guys. Y'all be having a lot going on out here. Is that all? Or is there more? Forget my nails, y'all. I'll be forgetting to do my nails when I'm getting on camera. Is that all? Or is there more? Is that all? Or is there more? Wait. Is that all? Or is there more? That's all. All right, that's a reading. Thank you, ancestors, friends, angels. Gilgala. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for this reading. All right, I'm not going to say no more about this, y'all. I'm leaving this right there. I'm Jedi, Empress Jedi, the Rabble Rouser, High Priestess of Ma'at. This has been a Black Enlightenment production here at Black Enlightenment. We are indeed broadcasting consciousness. Y'all go out there and be great. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not perfect. That's a bullshit, weird-ass lie from the pit of hell that nobody's perfect, okay? Listen, that's for the people that are of their father, the devil. Those of us who were created by the most divine and all blessed, omnipotent, omnipresent one, are of course perfect, because how could we be created by a perfect creator and not be perfect? Okay, that's just dumb. Our Creator is perfect, and so therefore we are. Just like the word says, be thou perfect, for I am perfect. You know? Anywho, yeah. Y'all go live your best lives. This was a lot. So I'm going to get out of here and let y'all process it however you process it. Prayers going out to whoever you are. Duke Sue, a warrior guy, we're with you. We're with you all over the world. Wherever you are, all of you all over the world, we're with you. We're sending you love and strength. We hope that you find your way back into the good graces. If you've been out of the good graces of this divine feminine, that you get away from this weird ass witchy like people, you know, lie, cheat, steal, deception people. We are rooting for you divine masculines to come into your own divine feminines, to be covered and loved, well loved by you guys. You karmics and liars, cheaters, thieves, haters of love, underminers of thieves of joy. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's going to be good for y'all. We don't see no outcome cards here, but y'all already know. The shit you did is what does it get you, right? You know what the karmic, you know what you put out, so you know what to expect back, right? Okay, yeah, so prepare yourselves, because it's definitely coming back. Anyway, I'm out. I love y'all. Shalom. I'm trying to be out, y'all, but the daggone thing won't let me hang up. It's like frozen. So I wonder if that means you guys are frozen. It's definitely not.